Welcome to a Map Business Online video presentation. And in today's presentation, we're going to talk a little bit about building a marketing map. And my major point in the blog that I wrote about this is to experiment with different views for your map. Bring in all the data layers you think might be pertinent to your analysis. So over here in Map and Data, I've brought in a bunch, and you can see they're not turned on. So in the background, I've taken a data set, one of the ones that I've imported, which is electric charging stations. If I turn that data layer on, there they are, they're all over the map. They might have value that way. They kind of show where all these charging stations are, which was a surprise to me that electric charging stations were so prevalent across the US. But I also used my color coding functionality to color code the zip codes by the quantity of electric charging stations so that I can show the zip codes that have the most. And you can see there's a zip code right in the center that's got a lot of them. So you have a choice. Which way's better? Which way would your audience prefer? If I put on some NAICS data from RealZips, from realdatasets.com, and I show that on the map, I've got a green triangle applied, and I've edited my label up here in Map and Data so that it shows real data sets. I wanted that so that my customers, the people that I give videos to or presentations to, are going to see that marketing message there and that it's an NAICS data set. Now, I could adjust that here. I could go in and adjust that and make it more pertinent. Maybe I want to capitalize NAICS or do some sort of other change to the data set. So you can see I've got some issues there with space on my data set. So I have to go in and adjust that. So you can change your names of your data set and make sure that that reads well for your audience because they're going to see it. They'll notice it up here. And so you don't want those labels to be a distraction. That green triangle, what are my options with that? I can go in different places in the data window or in Map and Data, and I can change the size and the color and the symbolization of those labels. Think about those symbols and those labels and make sure they're not distracting. I like the green against the purple because it pops out. I can see what that symbol is, but it's not too obnoxious. It's not covering up a whole lot of things because it's huge. So that's just something to consider. I could turn on a highway layer, which might add value to my map if you want highways as referential. In this case, they actually show the city of Baltimore and the city of DC in a way that actually might be more beneficial than actually turning on the city layer. Think about it. It could be better for your particular map audience to see the highways as opposed to the cities. Maybe they recognize those more. Something to consider, just different ways of looking at your map. If I turn on the state layer, I can't really see those golden borders. So I can hover over that layer and go in and change that color to be a dark blue, which pops out a little better on my map. And again, provides a referential sort of understanding of where things are, that the city of DC is right there. These are all things you can do to make your marketing map a little bit more meaningful, easier for people to read and understand, and possibly to drive your marketing goal to completion and to achieve your goal, to basically have that meeting with that map mean more, where people aren't kind of asking a lot of questions about the map, but are instead focused on the topic at hand. Go to mapbusinessonline.com and take our free trial. Thanks.